Yo guys, and welcome to Extinction. I cannot tell you just how long I've been waiting for this expansion, and the day that it finally came out, I was sat still for 8 bloody hours waiting for the delays live streaming. Oh god, what an experience. Finally got it and played, about 3 or 4 hours of play, and then I had to pack it in there due to several restarts. But my goodness, what a bloody journey it's been in just this one single day. So, saying that, when I had my little playthrough there, I decided, originally, you know, when it comes to these new maps, I like to actually, you know, play them. But after, you know, having a bit of a run around during the live stream and just checking it out, I concluded that this map, I gotta explore it. You know, this map is too big. You know, it's so big, there's so much detail. Like, just little areas like this, little pockets of just minor things, such as, you know, a bunch of waterfalls, a couple of random defense drones. There's just so much here, and I want to check it out. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and just... We're just going to fly, basically. That's what the plan's going to be. We're going to fly around, we're going to explore, check out some animals if there are any along the way, but otherwise, let us go start off with the top of the thing. What the hell? Okay, did something just happen? As I was saying all of that, all I can hear is a bit of a weird staticky sound, then just music? That was a bit random. I feel like I just succeeded in something somehow. I don't know. But, as you can see guys, this is the center of the map, this bit here. You can see how much I explored during the live stream. The bottom right there was just a moment ago by accident. But yes, we explored the city, went a bit, so we just went west basically, just check it out. And went back into the city and just played around in there for a bit. But as you can see, over there is the desert biome. All over here is a wasteland. I got no idea what's over there, but I cannot wait to find out. We've got the, of course, the city here. The massive, massive tech city, which, oh my god, it is so damn cool. What is that down there? Let's just check a little bit down there quickly. Okay, it's just very interesting windows. Cool. We just got more and more of the city. Just, oh man, it looks so cool. I love all the platforms and the plateaus all the way around there. The roads. Oh wow, I've not seen this bit before actually. Oh wow, this bit is entirely new. Let's go ahead then. Okay, it's just down to a lake. Is there any more here? There's a couple of crystals there, a bit of metal, a bit of crystals. Yeah, it just kind of breaks down to this really... Wow, this is really wild areas. There's a bunch of there's a lake here, some otters. Yes, otters. Did I see jellyfish? No, it's just crystals. Okay, so there's fish, beavers, jellyfish. Oh no, sorry, otters. There's bloody seagulls, unfortunately. They're definitely still here. I was not happy when I found that out. Got a interesting bones. Oh wow, those are just ribs, just jutting out. What are ribs or are they roots actually? They can't look like roots when I look at it. Wow. Alright, that is pretty damn wicked. Let's go ahead then, carry on around here while we're here, of course. We've got a great big waterfall there. We've got a pathway around here as well. Check it on out. Going further up. I just love the height of this map. Like, I remember loving Aberration because it was such a tall map. It was very, very vertical. But for that reason, I also kind of hated it in a way as well. But I just love how generally expansive this map is. I feel like that it doesn't matter how thorough I'm going to be flying around. I feel like I'm going to miss a lot just flying. But we'll see what we can find. We'll definitely see what we can find. We've got a bit of an interesting pathway around here. So at the bottom of the city, basically, we've got an enforcer there just attacking things. Is that a explorer? No, it's just a rock. Okay. So right now I'm kind of just flying aimlessly, just checking out the bottom of it all. Got some steps there, which is quite interesting. Another little lights there. So one thing that's actually very interesting I noticed about this map is that in the actual tech city itself, and a lot of the you'll find like random bits of like metallic rubble here and there. It could be like tables, it could be light posts, you know, just old things that aren't really being used anymore that like might be tipped on their sides or whatever. And a lot of these things are actually harvested for various materials, mainly metal. In fact, that might be like a little bit of it there, right there. You could probably harvest that and actually get resources from it. Which is really, really cool because it makes the props feel more alive. You know, they actually have use other than You know, just being there. They're actually harvestables. That's an interesting little ruin right there as well. In fact, it's see-through. Oh, what is this? Is that anything special? It kind of just looks like a random sword just jutting out. Huh. Oh, okay. That's not meant to happen. Moving on, moving on. That's really cool, though. That actually just looks like a sword. That's just been, you know, left into the stone. So maybe that's harvestable as well. I don't know. But again, just another neat little thing to explore later on. Be really cool if that's like a hidden secret kind of thing. All those were glowing as I went past. That's interesting. Right. See, just look at that. Look at that for a view. Doesn't that just make you as a player feel utterly insignificant? It is absolutely incredible. They've just captured like just everything about the city so fantastically well. Right, going higher up then. Let's get away from the ground for a bit then. Move on a little bit higher up. You can see how this level here is just where things like, you know, they mainly were when the city was in use. You know, we've got all of the varied architecture and such here. We've got Sarko there. Wow, that's pretty cool. Interesting to see that. All the bridges, all the little lakes and such. I just love like the way the buildings are done as well. How all the little different ridges and curves, windows, layers. Absolutely incredible. And that looks like a great big formidable gateway. I say that we go on through there. I'm sure there is so much more to check out, but I don't want to linger in here for too long. Of course, I want to see more than just here. And if I'm not careful, I will spend all day here. So let's move on out then, through that massive behemoth gateway. Imagine building that. And just take a look behind us as we go out. Absolutely incredible. Right then. So first of all, we see a couple of the defense drones. We've got around on there. So as we go out here, the wasteland is quite clearly the wasteland. I mean, as you come out further out, it just looks screwed up. You can tell that this is not, you know, not a very good place to be in. And you can also tell by the debuff, of course. You know, you take increased hunger. All the corrupted dinos as well, and oh my god, the variety of corrupted dinos. We can see, there you go, straight off the bat, 2 corrupted Rexes right there. So the corrupted creatures are essentially, oh, it's a corrupted Giga. Just wandering around. Look at that. Just straight up, no hesitation, a freaking corrupted Giga. Just look at that. I don't know what the level is. I haven't got a Spyglass or anything, so we're going to have to just move on. There's a corrupted Reaper Kings. 2 of them. There. So as I was trying to say there, so the corrupted animals are essentially just creatures that have been, you know, corrupted. It's in the name. They're corrupted by element, I believe, or just general radiation and such. Whatever's happened to Earth, I don't really know. And it's made them all very, very aggressive. They're no longer tameable. None of them can ever be tamed. They're extremely aggressive and hostile, including passive animals that normally would be completely fine. Earlier I saw a aggressive corrupted pteranodon chasing a passive regular pteranodon. That was quite interesting. So where are we now then? So we're actually come back to where I was exploring earlier today. That's not bad then, that's not bad. Just carry on forwards. Seems like there isn't really much entirely around this area, but go on a little bit further in here though. Oh man, I just love the grand scale of everything. Like, it makes the animals feel so pitifully tiny. Like, look at that Rex right there. You know, one of the larger creatures, and it just feels like nothing compared to all of this. In fact, what is this? Oh wow, this... Again, talk about scale. This is huge. I've not been here before. Oh, look at that depth. Look at how low that... Oh my god, that is massive. Oh, is this an aberrant area? I think it might just be... That's an obelisk. Oh, wow. There's a straight up obelisk just crashed down. So this is obviously the aberrant area. Maybe not necessarily radioactive. That's a lot of beavers. Lol. Oh my god. This... In fact, let's go around to the center. Look at the amount of beavers. Oh my god. Why is there so many beavers? Okay. That actually seems like a bit of a bug. There's so many beavers. This is worse than the beaver lakes in Ragnarok. But yeah, it's giving me some proper center vibes here. Is there like still just more beavers? No, okay, I think they calmed down then. That was just weird to see. Very, very weird. But yeah, like I said, oh, these are the gachas. I've not seen this before. Right there, 174. Wow, okay, if only that was legit to find. But damn, so that's the gacha then. Clearly passive by the looks of it. Wouldn't want to mess with it though. I have a feeling these would be quite strong. I definitely seem... Oh, it's just sitting. Oh, look at that. Nice. Alright, moving on. So okay then, that's when we find the gachas then, in this big biome. I guess it makes sense, you know, them being covered in gems and such. It kind of felt like they'd be in, you know, this kind of area. Oh wow. Oh, I just love the obelisk though. So again, then we've got this giant blue alien techie stuff here, which we are very, very familiar with in the blue biome in Aberrations. And it comes down to another larger tunnel. Is this completely submerged? Oh my god, this map is just... Yeah, this map is big. And there's still a million more beavers. The beaver situation is very, very confusing. I don't really get what's up with that. It doesn't feel intended. But my goodness, like, this right here is just... This entire biome alone is probably... I don't know. I kind of want to hazard and say it's about probably 2/3 of the island. Just this single biome alone. And there seems to be more going on that way as well. In fact, yeah, there does appear to be, there's more going on that way. There is maybe more going on down there, or a crystal. There's just tons over there. I guess that just loops around into a circle there, but we have a very, very large flat area to build in here. This would be really, really nice for just general building. Like, this is an incredibly flat area. Got a bit of crystal and gems over there, so you got that sorted. A couple of parasaurs, or parasaurs even, so you got your herbivore sorted. You know, meat. Connect to the main frame, so you could always just walk and back up afterwards. All this had, like, this area, this entire biome here, had a very distinct path going downwards. So you could just quite happily caravan dinosaurs down here. So we're going further in then, further towards the larger blue alien structures. Interesting to note that there's actually tapajaras down here, so even if you were to just make a permanent base down here, you can still get flyers. That I think is actually pretty damn cool. Right, moving on forward then. What I want to know is there some kind of rock drake or reaper area around here? So the reapers I've already seen spawn up above. They can spawn on the surface quite nice and easily. I'm curious to know if you can get reaper queens down here, and especially rock drakes. That's what I really want to see, the rock drakes. There's redwoods, which is quite fascinating. So you actually have entire redwood bases. But interesting bit of lighting here. Doesn't seem to be anything special. Okay, alright, maybe just been a lighting glitch then. Very large, interesting flat rock there. But otherwise, that's about it from there. We've got another set of great big tree roots. Just admiring the height of everything once again. There's nothing here apparently. Okay then. So I think now is probably a good time to start moving on back out. It feels like everything should connect onto a giant, great big tree. In fact, there's another layer just up here. Oh, in fact, this may be, yeah, okay, this is the initial layer coming down here, I think, actually. I'm not entirely sure about that. This entire area is just so large that I can't really... Oh, I think I may have just flown right past you as I was coming down. That may have been the case, but wow, you can just see. Yes, this entire area, you can just happily walk up and down. I mean, it would take a while, definitely, but you have the option of just walking. This is so well structured. That, in fact, it goes deeper in here. That looks like a cave. Or like, in fact, two of these here. So we've got this entire tunnel section here, with a lake as well, so you can quite happily build just your own little private base inside here, which has another ramp of its own going further up. In fact, this entire area is hollow as well. Oh, okay. clearly a new biome there. Oh, wow. Very foggy. But again, incredible building potential. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, to put size in perspective here, you could easily fit gigas here. You could probably even fit titans, or titanosaurs, I should say, in here. This area is utterly massive. And one thing I've noticed now as I come back out here is that it also protects you from the hazard area. Interesting. So now we come back out into the hazard area, which kind of feels very much like the surface and aberrations now by compare. Wow. So that is incredible. That requires a lot of exploring all on its own. So that entire pathway just goes wrapping all the way around, including, in fact, it's even got the obelisk itself. In fact, the obelisk itself even has like a bit of its own building situation there going on too. Right then. Well, I think we've spent enough time looking around here. That is the entire top left corner of the map then. Interesting, interesting. Right, moving on. And just in case you wondered, yep, the corrupted dinosaurs are definitely spawning thick and thin all around here. Gotta feel sorry for the gas bags, man. They get it so rough. So right now, this is coming up to one of the boundary ends, or zone ends. So these are red pillars here that emit a bit of a beeping sound as you go near them. And they are basically the outline for the map, because technically we're no longer on an ARK, so there are no force fields and such to, you know, prevent you from flying into. That's a wyvern. Oh my. That's a tech wet, so oh my. I think I found the wyvern area. And reapers. And rexes. Oh my god. That is one majestic quest. But as I was saying, yeah, so if you go past these red beacons, or these red lights, you will start taking damage, since, again, like I said, this isn't an ARK, this is the actual planet itself, so there technically is no end to where you can go. But I have to define an end, you know, for sheer mechanical reasons. That is 3 gigas. 3 corrupted gigas, 4 corrupted gigas, a ton of corrupted rexes, 5, 6, 7, no, 6, yeah, 7 gigas, 8, 9, oh my goodness. I kind of want to say that maybe the spawning is bugged after seeing the beaver situation as well, but this is next level. I have never seen so many gigas at all in this game ever. So guys, the north. Stay away. Stay away from the north. A lot of wyverns around as well. That was like, that giga there had a bit of a pink aura to it. That was kind of interesting. But there's a very interesting area here. In fact, yeah, there's just so many gigas and they're just emitting sort of like red smokes or something. What I've noticed with all the wyverns is every single wyvern here, and every single giga in fact, they're all corrupted. What is that? Now that just looks like... In fact, guys, you know what? I kind of feel like this is a boss area. Because this area is so incredibly messed up looking. With gigas, rexes, wyverns, reapers. Jesus Christ, I do not feel like I'm meant to be here at all, and yet it's all nice and open. But there's no more creatures spawning. That's so bizarre, there's no zone boundary here. Right, well the lack of the creatures not spawning anymore makes me think that this should not be an area to go in. I kinda wanna, you know... I don't know. I have a bad feeling going now, I'll be entirely honest, I do have a very bad feeling. There is a bunch of pink gems, maybe elements? Possibly, that may be a raw element down there. Got some other interesting deposits here as well. And there we go, back to this area again, once again. So yeah, guys, I think this area, whatever this area is, I think it's important. I think this is very, very important. In fact, yeah, there's the red beams, so the fact that I wasn't taking damage is kind of odd. Then again, I am in... Ah, right, I am in God mode, so maybe I wasn't meant to go there in the first place. Maybe it's just me being silly then and just not taking the damage. So here's a funny thing. We've seen the dinosaurs, we've seen the titans, right? We have seen the titans, and yet, what on earth made that ribcage right there? That's an interesting thought. We have seen that there is a super insanely giant mech, but we don't know what that mech is fighting. I do believe, you know, of course, as of recording this, I do believe that there is going to be an additional super titan, if you will, the boss. But I wonder, is that big enough to support that ribcage? Because that ribcage is a little bit big. Just a tad. So I was about to go into the snow cave, or into the snow biome, but I can see this little tunnel down here. So I'm wondering, before we go into there, what does this hold? I see yetis, I see polar bears, I see flashing holograms. Right. Well, we're no longer in the harsh outside world, but it appears to be another giant cave. My god. And this one just keeps on going down and down. So this is obviously a very arctic area. I can't see the level of the animals, but I'm seeing... Oh, there's a red thing down there. But I'm seeing yetis, I'm seeing polar bears, I'm seeing plenty of direwolves. This is clearly, you know, some kind of arctic cave. Now, if it's an actual cave or not, as in cave mechanics, is a different question altogether. But this is obviously meant to be a rather formidable area, with a eerily large red glowing crystal. Oh, there's something very large ahead of us. Oh my god. They have really, truly outdone themselves with this map. This is actually incredible. The sheer grand scale of things. This is insane. This is actually completely insane. Like, is there even a ceiling to this? Like, do you have to go down that one particular area just to get down here? Not seeing very many creatures. Oh, actually, yeah, I am. More yetis. There's another cave entrance, or, yeah, thing ahead of me right here. So I wonder, actually, could this be the way the rock drakes are? In, you know, an equally cold environment? That is an amazing waterfall. Okay, does it go even deeper down? Wow, so this could actually make for a pretty awesome water base, maybe. You know, transmitter, of course. Provided that you can download things into here. Is that... Those are more skeletons. What on earth could be making these bones? Like, look at that. That is not just a random rock or whatever. That is like a limb. Oh, what is this? That's a terminal. Wow. This is a terminal just like Rockwell's in Aberration. And it's so eerily silent down here. Oh, this is the Ice Titan. Oh, wow. That requires 1 artifact of the void, 100 corrupt hearts, 10 Spino saddles, and 10 Therizino claws. So this is where you spawn it? But I thought it emerged outside, unless that's how it works. I don't know. But this area is so large that it could probably fit in here. I'm not sure about right there. But definitely could fit all around here. So that makes me think then, in the other biome I was in earlier, the other, you know, large, the very aberrant looking cave, maybe there's one that you could spawn in there. Maybe that's a forest titan. I don't know. But all of this, like all of this, oh, it's a... I guess I am in a cave then. It's a cave drop. Let's see then, guys. You know, while we're here, it's a purple, wait, that's... Alright, we're gonna look at that in a sec. What do we get from this cave drop here? That ain't bad. And I see a glowing purple thing there. What on earth is that glowing purple thing? Is that an artifact? That's an artifact. Well, there you go then. Artifact of the void. Wow, so this is a giant cave. So let me just put it into perspective then. Where's that Yeti I just flew past? What level are you? Level 270. This is a cave. Holy crap, this is like actually considered a cave. So surely the other one must be as well then. That is insane. Right, I'm trying to find my way out, back out now. See the big red crystal there? I believe that's basically the indicator of, you know, where to go back out. In fact, yeah, I recognise this area there, here. That cave is just so entirely large that I don't even know, you know, I was almost lost in there. I just started following the red gems and, you know, here we are. I think this is the way out. But that is just beyond. All of that for a cave is utterly incredible. I do think this is the exit, right? Yeah, this is surely the exit. I mean, it's hard to tell, to be honest, you know, with how large things are. In fact, yep, that loading screen right there. Bit of lag spike, that 110% cements the fact that that is indeed like a typical cave. Wow. Right then. So that's the underneath of the snow biome. Let's check out the above. And first thing I see is a bunch of owls. Now they I know are aggressive. Oh my god, they look gorgeous. Interesting sounds as well. They look so pretty. Absolutely beautiful. Got some interesting sound files there. And I have to admit, oh. Okay. That's obviously the worm. Or the Managramara, whatever it's called nowadays. That's got one interesting animation, but wow, that is a big boy. That is definitely it. What the hell? Where did it go? Well, I can see it's frozen things, but where did it go? Oh, over there. Okay, that's going to be a lot of fun to see properly. That's right. Where are we then? We've got another owl right there. Got an incredible tech thing over there. That's okay, that's just far off in the distance then. Interesting. Oh wow. That's your perimeter then. Absolutely incredible perimeter. There's the obelisk. So I wonder that obelisk is directly on top of on top of the one that we saw inside the terminal. So here's a bit of an interesting thought then, one thing I've realised. So we know for a fact that there are... That's an interesting looking area, but yes, we know for a fact there are two different, you know, contained biomes, the snow, the Arctic and the desert. They each have an obelisk. There's also a green obelisk inside the city. That's a flying moonwolf, cool. And we also know that, or we've just found, the blue obelisk is inside one of the caves. So it really makes me wonder then, just how many obelisks are there here? It kind of also makes me wonder, what is the purpose of the obelisks then? There's so many of them. Like, on the arcs, it made sense, you know, kind of they were containing the environment, but when there's so many of them around here, are they all just containing their own individual environments? Or, I don't know. It's interesting. Now, where is the area that you summoned the boss platform? Right in front of me, in fact. So this giant metallic structure right here, then, is where the ice item was summoned during the Extra Life livestream. So this is interesting then, because I don't actually see anything around here to summon it. I don't see any controls or anything. No buttons. Nothing to interact with. Just a bunch of animals. So that kind of makes me think then that when, you know, you obviously got to go down into the ice cave and interact with that with the terminal. So does that really mean that you have to go all the way through that just to summon it? And then you have to go all the way back up again, and meanwhile the Titan itself is wandering? Man, that's both amazing and cruel. That is really, like, that really does add to the challenge. There's the obelisk right here. Like, is there even anything here of the obelisk? So it looks pretty bare here. Yeah, it's just floating. There's no no terminal or anything. Wow. Now just looking at it, what's interesting here, so as I look at the map, it just keeps on going. It absolutely just keeps on going. So I look at all that and I feel like I'm going to reach the zone boundary. But I open the map. No, not even close. In fact, there may even be the shield from the, yeah, there may even be the shield. So if I go past this area here, it may just look different entirely. But it just looks massive, like it feels like you're on a planet. It's great. Let's press on then. So in theory then, if I go past this barrier, then it should just look like the wasteland. I wonder if the terrain will be the same, just, you know, different texture. So yes, presumably here. Oh wow. So yes, it is just a complete illusion. That is so cool. I love it. Right then, pressing onwards to the next biome, I say. Oh no, there's something big and interesting over there. So we've got some tunnels here by the looks of it. Let's see, what's going on with that tunnel there? Nothing, okay, just a bit of rubble. Whereas that one, oh, that is a very distinct tunnel. Again, probably just rubble, but very, very interestingly, you know, crafted rubble. And again, just look at the actual size of it. The water texture there is a little bit funky, I'll have to admit. Unless it's just the lighting. Oh. There's more. Aha, interesting. So this would be, you know, like a nice little area to build in. You know, a nice potential easy place. Very cool, very cool. Got a whole bunch of dire bears down there. Don't really want to mess with them. Got another giga. Oh my god, the gigas. Oh, we got another wyvern over there. Is that a corrupted wyvern? What does that sound? It's kind of interesting, like every now and then you just hear some really weird, very bizarre sounds. Like it sounded like I was burning up there, but I didn't really see anything. We've got some Spinos over here, as well as parasites. Right, found our first corrupted Spino then. And the fact that there's a wyvern nearby kind of makes me feel like this may be another, you know, toxic area. That is... What is that? Is that an alpha corrupted tech Rex? Okay, guys. This is a moment for shenanigans. Right, I just got myself the super spyglass, as I do believe it's absolutely required in this scenario. What on earth? It is an enraged corrupted Rex, but it's tech. It's got 10k HP as a level 6. An enraged corrupted Rex. Now that is very interesting. Right then. Oh, and there's a bloody wyvern there. Did I just see a rock drake as well? I felt like I saw... Yeah, there's a rock drake just hiding. Right there. Oh, that's a corrupted drake. Look at that lack of feathers. Oh, wow. That thing can't glide. Poor thing. Got a bunch of wyverns all around here. It's 180. Oh, wow. But this definitely feels like another just generally bad area to be near. And yet, there is the terminal here. Interesting. Right then, let's move on out. So one thing I just noticed now, as we're going up there, is again, like nice all, nice well-built ramp. So you can, again, very, very easily just walk your creatures up and down. You can hear very interesting sounds. Like it sounds like the air is crackling. And there is the desert biome. So as we go through that then. Oh, wow. That is a very, very cool effect. I like that a lot. That's really cool. So you can see exactly like the idea behind the arcs themselves as well. How when you come, you know, when you enter the arc, you're just in your own little world. That is awesome how the barriers work. In fact, we saw that in the end of Aberrations, the cinematic trailer. Again, more Tapajaros. It's interesting, the amount of Tapajaros here. Ah, it's a Velonosaur. So now I know where to find them. Very cool. Level 72. Nice. Very nice. Too bad I'm stuck on it. There you go. That was a bit of a weird... okay, weird effect there. Very interesting. Got a very... I don't know, that obelisk looks a bit different to me. I don't know why. It just seems very different. Got a very nice large desert area here. Just pure desert. Nothing special about it. Oh, a couple of ruins over there actually. Awesome oasis. Any caves, I wonder? Like any like areas behind waterfalls and such? Bunch of thorny dragons, that's good. Bunch of Kentros. Huh. That's really cool, I like that. It just makes the world feel a little bit more alive with those. Now this is a wonderful, lush environment. Like, despite it being a desert, just the sheer amount of water. And again, the grand scale. It just feels completely epic. Like, this is a really nice just combo between, or combination between Scorched Earth and Ragnarok. And again, so we have the obelisk here, but nothing, no terminal, whatever. So I guess that these obelisks are purely for the purpose of having the, you know, the environment shielded and closed off. So I reckon that once again then we're going to find the actual, you know, the actual terminal down below. So this would have to be for the Desert Titan. Got a Rex down, oh no, got an Aloe down there. Hearing some chirping animals in the background, so that's quite nice there. Just again, you know, a little bit more immersion, more sound effects. Very, very cool. And there I see, oh guys, I think I found the next cave. Oh yeah, what is, yep, there's the Onyx. Oh, this is another cave. And I just heard a UT, it's Mantis down there. Oh, the amount of snakes. I'm just waiting for the lag spike to indicate it's a cave. That is water? Oh? Oh my god. I don't know if that loaded properly. That doesn't feel right. Okay. That's interesting. Just a great big hole in the wall. Well, I mean, it's a window, clearly, but that's kind of daunting to look at. So we've got two tunnels from what I can see. We've got one up here, then you've got the upper tunnel. Very covered. Oh, what the hell? This is so strange. Got a drop there. Like, I can't tell if this is the actual design. Oh, wow. Or if I didn't load properly. Yeah, this is the actual design. What on earth? Oh, wow. And I was blown away before. Oh, no. I am blown away all over that right there. That's an incredible screenshot. So, what I was expecting when I flew down in here then, after seeing the previous two caves, I was expecting like a fairly large, you know, fairly rounded thing, like a bit predictable basically. I kind of thought there was a bit of a pattern going on here between all the different designs, but no, this is entirely different. Got another artifact here, so this is, okay, so this is a cave then. Interesting. So what is that then, for instance? That's the artifact of chaos. Right, so I presume then, and very nearby, in fact maybe even on this platform over here, is the actual terminal to summon the Desert Titan with. Yep, and there it is. There's the terminal. Desert Titan terminal. Requires the artifact of chaos, 100 corrupted hearts, fire talons, and psycho skin. I love the windows. That is actually so incredible. So what level is this Mantis right here then? You're level 18. Okay, that's a little bit unexpected. What level is Onyx here? You're level 24. Okay. This seems like a bit of a simple one. Could just be coincidences. But my god, like just look at the size of this. Got a very, very distinct blue hue over here. So what's going on over here? So that's where we came from. Got a... Oh, is that like a drop here? No, it's just glowing once again. We've got a bit of a thing going on up here. Another little breakaway tunnel. So you can build in, perhaps? Or just get lost in? Oh, no. Okay, so yellow crates here. Wow. This is just like so incredibly well designed. Like, look at all the foliage and such. I come in here. Oh, scared the crap out of me. I come in here and it looks like you're meant to build. Like, I don't know if you're meant to build in here or not. This is like buildable terrain. But the sheer amount of detail and just like the amount of foliage, the amount of like harvestable nodes and such, it just looks like part of the outside world. It's as detailed in the cave as it is outside. That's really neat. This is new. This is very, very new in fact. Having the freaky alien element stuff, you know, under the water. Got an interesting waterfall up here. Which, oh, okay, yeah, okay, so that doesn't actually go anywhere. Just for, you know, appearances. Very cool though. Right then, here we are heading back out the desert, or back out into the desert. And that is all we have explored on the map so far. God damn, the time it's taken just to explore these areas, that is it. Oh, just look at the horizon though. Like, you really do feel like you're in your own world here. Like, this world is just desert. You know, more than scorched earth, of course. With some rather unusually placed snowy trees. Right then. So then, as we leave the confines of this, we just go back into the ruins once again. Got a wyvern down there. And another Rex, Paracets, Brontos, Spino. Oh, that's another enraged one. Enraged Corrupted Rex, level 30, 22k HP. That is cool. So I guess those are the alphas then. Those are like the actual alpha Rexes. Or the, yeah, the alpha variants of a Rex. Which is so cool. I was wondering what the whole alpha situation would be. I was going to be very disappointed if alphas were not a thing. And then I saw alpha raptors were available. So now seeing the enraged Corrupted Rexes, that is extremely cool. Oh god, this is another very interesting looking area here. Like, it just doesn't stop, that's it. It does not stop. Got gas bags just floating around, interesting. Just enjoying themselves. Look at that abyss. So, these red lines here that mean that we are like at the end of the biome. You know, this is the end of the world map. We really can't go any further. Oh, wow. Well, goodbye to that gas bag. That is amazing. So I'll take it. If you fall down there, you're pretty much dead. Now, I'm not taking any damage by going past here, because again, I am in God mode, you know, to explore and such. But I would imagine that if you were to go, like, anywhere near the perimeter, you'll probably just instantly be burning alive. Is this tar? Oh, it is. Oh wow, okay, those are some angry things. This is one of the concept arts. Oh, I remember seeing this. There's actually some kind of tar. Just look at that. Lots and lots of Spinos. This is clearly the Spino area. More tar lakes over here as well then. So this is, well, actually it's kind of brown. Is it really tar? Is it just oil? Hard to say. One thing's for certain, it's definitely some kind of pollution. The gas bags seem to be a lot more common in this area, which is quite interesting. And that is a horde of corrupted Pteranodons after that gas bag. Poor little thing. They really do just seem to get bullied more than anything else here. You can see why they just float around. Got another major broken ruin right here. Doesn't seem to be anything special though, just kind of, you know, just there, looking pretty, looking cool. Probably an explorer note somewhere in there. Got another super messed up looking area ahead of us. More spinos. So every corner of the map we've been to, there's been like a very large underground chasm. So I'm kind of expecting the same thing to occur over here as well, and it looks, you know, pretty intense from what we can see here. I'm almost wondering if there's an underground chasm, you know, below the city as well. So if like there's just an entire underground world just everywhere. In fact, that's a point actually. We're seeing all these corrupted wyverns and corrupted rock drakes. I've yet to see if they're actually, you know, another alpha corrupted rex. What level's that one? Level 12, 11 KHP. But yes, we're seeing like all these wyverns and drakes and such. I wonder if any of them are actually tameable or, you know, obtainable. If there's a place where you can get the eggs for them, because I'm not seeing any egg locations. In fact, I've yet to see a, you know, a docile, well I said docile, a non-corrupted drake or wyvern. I've yet to see that, so maybe you just can't get them here. Which, to be honest, you know, given everything else available, I would not be, you know, very angry about. A little bit disappointed, sure. But there's so much, you know, so much given to us here, and I can't really complain, can I? Oh wow, these are some... What on earth are these? Huh. This is something new entirely. Kind of steam vents and such. Interesting, interesting. Probably very sulfur, you know, sulfur heavy, I guess. Oh wow, this is very interesting. You can tell, very, very hot as well. You know, I wasn't burning in the desert, but I am burning here. One thing I do like is how there's just water sources everywhere. They're not overpowering and just, you know, literally everywhere, but there's always, like, in the harshest of areas, you can still get to water. So I just noticed about how there's not been any water wells. And why would you need them when the water is, you know, fairly abundant? It's not too hard to get into anywhere that there is water. Now, I've not seen, you know, any potential underground area here, or maybe, maybe that giant tree has something to do with it. We've already seen one major tree with an entire world underneath it. Maybe there's another one. Now, this is an absolutely beautiful area. Right then, let's check out that horrific giant tree. Do you have another world underneath you? I don't think it does, actually. I don't think it does. Yeah, well, actually, if I go here? No. This seems to just be a giant feature then. It doesn't seem like there is like another equally giant cavern here. There may be. I could just be missing it. The, you know, entrances do seem to be fairly easy to miss. But if it is here, no, I've not spotted it yet. In fact, now that I think about it, so if we can assume that every major underground chasm has, you know, a titan, if we can assume that, top left will probably be forest, top right is obviously ice, bottom right is definitely the desert, so we have the flying one, and then a boss, maybe? Like the boss even? Don't know about them two. So I would presume that the sky one spawns somewhere in the bottom left. I have no idea where yet. But these? Are these doors? Can I get through these? No, I think that's just terrain. Okay. another little station here. But yes. So the air titan may be in that corner somewhere. Maybe I did just miss it entirely if there is an underground chasm. I believe there is actually. I reckon there is one. I've just missed it. But I still wonder, what is the boss? How do you get to the final boss? I think that maybe in the giant tech city itself is probably, you know, another area to go to, and probably we'd already seen like some hints and signs of a potential underground area. We saw like lots of dips and nooks and crannies. There probably is just somewhere another random tunnel that just leads into another entirely separate world altogether. Definitely feels that way. But I am blown away by the actual sheer size of the map. I remember thinking to myself, I've had a lot of people ask me, how big is the map? How big is it? And, you know, just look at it from, you know, from left to right, up to down. You know, I hazarded, you know, about the size of Ragnarok. That's what I thought. Oh no. This is by far larger than Ragnarok. This is utterly, crazily huge. If you take into account all the levels, the verticals of the map, just like Aberrations, this is truly a tremendously giant place. And now that I think about it, for the Sky Titan, the concept art did show it spawn around this area. Or not spawn, sorry, hover in this, you know, this biome. So I reckon that somewhere around here is probably going to be the Sky Titan's area. That's what I'm thinking. In fact, I think I may have just spotted the cave, or the cave entrance. I see all this corruption here, and I see what could possibly be a bit of a tunnel. Or not. This is an interesting thing then. A whole bunch of ruins over here, and a bit of a pathway of whatever these things are. They just seem to lead into a bit of a doorway. Okay. So I don't know if that's purely just for aesthetics or not. That looks quite detailed to be just for aesthetics. And interesting how it has this little pathway here to kind of lead into it. Maybe there's something, maybe it's nothing. I don't really know. But there's another little doorway here. Huh, imagine that. Now what would be really interesting, I doubt this is, you know, going to be the case. You know, just a bit of a funny idea here. But it'd be very interesting if, you know, there were like certain little doorways here and there. Oh wow, that's beautifully detailed. Holy crap, that looks amazing. But as I was saying, it'd be very, very interesting if there were like secret doors here and there that you could that would only open to you if you'd done a certain thing. I.e., in this area, they'd only open if you actually, you know, summoned or defeated or tamed the Desert Titan. I thought that'd be a very interesting little thing there. Just give like, you know, half the map is underground anyway. Why not have a little bit more? Right, then that's a fair amount then of the map covered. We've gotten the majority, somewhat. I still feel like there might be something in the bottom left there. I may have entirely missed it, but I'll definitely have to check that out in the future. We're going back towards the city again now, and just once again, so these really deep areas here. And I'm kind of curious. Maybe there's something more hidden. Hidden away, like maybe in little areas like this. Well, that was just, you know, interesting little bits of ruins there, a bit of oh, actually. This is a very large area here. Just covered by the outer rim of the city. Got some megalania down there. Got some, oh god, absolutely gorgeous. Now that's a tunnel up there. All around here, just absolutely gorgeous terrain, waterfalls. Nice combination of just nature and ruin. And all the way back up this path. And I thought I saw a great big, yeah, I see a tunnel. What is that? But there's two of them. Now this looks like it's going, you know, towards the end of the map again. So that, okay, so that just goes outwards, that's fine. What is, oh yes, we've been here earlier. Right, this is a really cool, oh wow, look at that. What is that? Is that a planet? Is that a moon? Is that a meteor? Is there anything else like that? There's the sun over there. Yeah, that's obviously gonna be the moon. Of course, we're on Earth. Wow. What happened to the moon? That's pretty damn messed up. So whatever the hell ravaged the Earth had in some way affected the moon as well. That's big. That's extremely big. Alright. And thus here we are again then, just back. Oh man, back into the city. Just look at that. I think one of my favourite things about the city is just the varied lighting as well. Because you get a lot of these shadowy areas because the area is so massive. They're just like the towers themselves are just covering segments of the city and just make them just appear, you know, artificially darker just because of the sheer magnitude of size. And that is incredible. But guys, I think I've been obsessing over this for long enough now. It's been well over an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I'm sure there's so much more to check out. I would highly recommend just having a flyby yourself. You can spend hours, absolutely hours, just looking at the map. It is incredible. But guys, as always, thank you for watching. Explore yourself and have fun in this incredible, incredible map.